It's me again.
Me.
Me, just me.
Yeah. Barbie,
The
Nasi.
only Chinese girl in the YouTube channel of Theo.
Yeah.
And I'm here for a neat haircut.
A neat haircut. And you want to go to same length on both sides.
Yes, I've
So
tried
more
something
symmetric.
asymmetrical last time, and now I think I want to get back to
Symmetric.
symmetrical and more,
More in line.
more in line, more like get the shape back.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and we'll take, of course, your skull shapes into your hairstyle.
Yes, and maybe a fringe.
Yeah.
We will see.
Yeah. Then we see how the hair falls.
Yeah.
So, will you turn so that you can see how your hair has grown? Because it's a long time since you had a haircut.
Yeah, that was King's Day, so
Yeah.
it's a long time. And
Yeah.
sorry, this one is from my head.
Yeah, but it's not still, it is a good hairstyle.
Yes, I like it.
Uh-huh. Okay, thank you very much. This is Violet, my love. Hello friends on YouTube, gonna do this wonderful young lady her hair again. Now you heard what she wanted, and for those who think my hairstyles don't working that well, this hairstyle is a half year old. So in the between, her mother and her father were here from China, and I did her mother's hair. So there she passed just for her parents. And now she's here again to have a new hairstyle. What I'm going to use is the length on this side. Going to make a playable bob of it, and then we'll get into a deep red color, so it gets near to her own colors, but that you see in the video. Start by wetting the hair. Going to do this haircut with hot razor of Ergo. Because the hair stays in that wonderful condition, even in summertime. She don't have split ends. The last time we did it also with a hot tool. Hair is over the center of the skull onto the skull bone. And start the neckline. I turn it so you can watch what I'm doing. Go nearby. Now she has this rounding, so I need to get rid of that because I can see the length on this side. So I'll go in with my Ergo hot razor and gently follow the lines of her skull, just shaping it. Leave the lines nice soft and feathered out, so get a more growing up bob line. And how is the art going?
Good,
Yes?
but I'm very tired these days.
Everybody's tired these days.
Because of the weather?
Change of weather, season change. You have to take some more vitamins,
Yeah, I forgot that.
and then it will be alright. Now you see, I leave the length in the neckline ultra soft, nice threaded out. I have some disturbances in the line, in the small neckline, in the neck hairs. So I take them away with a small clipper, but then I leave the length on top, a little bit longer, flowing, and in a nice shape. This length is already the length that I have on this side. Hold my fingers in the line of a skull line. So I use the same lines as the skull bone. Guides me through. And work also in the lines, so pull the hairs into that line. So you get a nice fall on the hairs. It's like playing a fiddle. And of course on the other side I do the same. Just go into nice lines and using the skull. It's the best shape she has. Cannot change that. Thank God. See how wonderful it is. Adjusting the thickness in the center. Somebody wants something of me.
Nice ringtone.
Yeah.
That's kind of her.
She is kind. So now I have a nice flowing line into the neckline. See how wonderful this flows. So now take away the small hairs on the side. Pull the hairs into the center. And that what goes the other way around. Take away. And then I get a much nicer controlled fall of the hairs. You see, of course, on this side. Set the hairs aside. Take away the small hairs that go the opposite lines. You really don't need them. Then the hairs back. And again I have a beautiful line. Adjust some small hairs. So now I can work my bob line into this. About 1.5 centimeters on the line. Show you that. Into the rounding again. Now I have this jumpy effect, and this is because she had a hat on. So I have to wet this a bit more to get it more in shape. Pull the hairs to the side, over the center. Start on the line of cutting and just flow into the line. I was certain that I come on the right length because I can see the length here. Get rid of some water that tries to get into a clothing. Take out always water. Feather out the line. So I do two things in one time. Lay it in the line. Then take it up and give it an extra dimension by just taking the tip and lay it in the line again. So take away the strongness of the wave. Let's see how wonderful this is. Take a line on it. Already see that's too dry. I love playing with water. I'm a waterman. Aquarius.
Aquaman.
Yeah, Aquaman.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it in the plane to the US. Wonderful.
That actor is very hot.
Yeah. But I also loved all the techniques and tricks they used to create that fantasy.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, it's very nice, especially when you're in a plane and you cannot do anything.
Yeah.
Come to the longer part and then you see the difference. Now if you're a starter in doing hair, you can also make first guide here, so you know as long as there I have a guide and then work to that. Go in the opposite lines, lay the hairs over the center of the hairs, go in with a flat knife and adjust the line. Then I take the same line back and in the opposite lines I give a little bit of effect. So I get a much better fall to the hairs. Every time lay it in the roundings of a beautiful skull. And making sure I've got that line. And soften it just with the tip of my knife. Always in the opposite lines.
And how often does Amy come here?
Every 6-7 weeks.
Oh, that's frequent.
Yeah. So see how wonderful playable this is. Show it also from the side so you can see the shape. See how wonderful it travels and how much volume I get by the skull bone on the cells, because I take away the weight here, and then you see her wonderful lines, because she has wonderful lines. Now I go to the center of the skull, and my parting is going like the clock travels up in a line. Wet it again, and start in the center, take the hairs up, but now I go from the underline, so I leave a little bit weight to get more power. Starting in the line that I can see on the skull lines. Take the hairs up, watch where they fall, and go up. Watch when they fall, and then go up. So now I get a nice trendy style into a hairstyle. Take away the clip on our left side, to the center line again. Take my first line of cutting with it, go stand, so I can see the lines, let the hair fall and then go in. And work till it gets behind the ears. Take every time about a centimeter here, not more than that. And still be guided by the skull lines.
The sound is very nice.
Yeah, it's a bit hissing, because these blades are 190 degrees Celsius, so they're very hot. But you need that, because otherwise you wouldn't seal the hairs.
Can we leave something around my jar line?
Yeah, it will. The line will be here. Now I'm on the center of the skull, so apart from there, till I get on the tip of her ears. Clip the front away, lay this over the rounding again, cross it, so I watch at this line, so I know for certain that I get some length. And to make it playable, I go in with the tip of my knife and just give it small effects, not much, just a little bit, just to make it playable. You can make really nice hairstyles with a hot razor, and the hair will certainly feel so sexy afterwards. Nice soft, and it stays soft for months. Do the same on the other side, of course. Give it that playable effect again. Just pulling up, go in just with the tip. get rid of a little bit hair, not too much, just a small amount to give it a playful effect. And now I have to be aware that I have length enough on the back, because here her head is a bit more flat, so I need some volume in the center, so that I get a nice shape in this, a nice rounding. So now this line's all ready, so now I can go to the sides. Now I part the line, well, 4 centimeters above the ears. And now you see this line is already in line with the hairstyle. So go a little bit to the back, adjust it a bit, just with the tip of a knife, so it lays in the line. And now I go gently in and just take away an ultra small part of it, so I get the most length that I can get on our short sides. This was an asymmetrical hairstyle. Looked also really nice on her. But you see already the fall of the hairs. Take a new line on it, part it, take it to the back, knowing that the underline is the line, go up. And the more I go to the front, the less I take it up. Just go into the nice lines of her face. Now she loves to have it a bit more at the other side, a bit in the frame of the line of her face. But that I can do because you still have an asymmetrical line. So I can leave a bit length and take it more to the front. Leave the length a bit more. So I still have a bob line with a little bit asymmetrical effect in the face lines. But not that much that you could tell it's an asymmetrical line.
The bone of my face changed after 25 years old. I never had this triangle before.
Okay.
But now I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I want to have hair.
Okay. So now you see how wonderful the lines are. They're beautiful. Just in line with the person she is. Beautiful. Very creative also.
My
Yeah, you
mouth
are.
is full.
That's why it's dropping also a bit. Now here she wants to have some length. So in the neckline, I'm still working on the bob because I have this shape. Then I take a new line on it, take it to the back, so I can see the shape again of her skull. Knowing that here is my guideline, so in the underlines I can see it still laying in the neckline. There I travel to, and then I'm going to work at a bit more length at the front. So from that length I lay it in a nice soft line over the chin lines. So it is a bit asymmetrical, but it's also a bob. In base, it is a bob. Thickening line on it. Now she also wants color in her hair, so you can take a line, take it over the roundings of the skull, watch again at the line of the skull, go in, lay it on the lines of cutting. And I love to work in 3 lines. It's so much nicer to do than all things parting and looking for the lines by just technical things. I rather love to live the life in the life she has and love the shape she has. I think it's more interesting, no matter what. I was in London, I saw so many Japanese, Chinese, India girls, boys. They are so wonderful. They look so nice.
When were you there?
I was for a hairdressers exhibition, and I was also to meet Robert Reed. He's the guy behind the Hairdresser. Just lay the hairs in natural shapes, go into the line, make small movements.
Do you also cut hair with for people with African heritage?
Yes.
It's different, no?
Yeah, I did also homeless and that kind of people 2 weeks ago, a whole day. And there are not many hairdressers that do that. But I did also 3 boys of Kenya.
Wow.
But I don't see a problem on that. The hair always be hair. So it's not a problem to do that. See how wonderful the lines are. How perfect they are. Take a little bit of the weight behind your ear. It's always a bit thick. There's only this spot and this spot. That comes because there's a wave of the skull lines into the lines of the ears. Now this is my first lines in the same line, but now it looks like a bob. Now the only thing I do is go to the center line and make it a bit playable on top. Sexy, eh? Sexy hair. Take the hairs from the center, take them up, twist them, and just gently go in with my hot knife. Give it a soft playable effect, so you get an ultra fine line in the upper lines. It's not much I take off, just a little bit. This is all. But it makes a lot of difference. Take also one on the rounding of the crown. And now we'll see if a fringe will suit her. My neck papers loosen. Now one thing is for sure, I need the length on that side. I think it's possible. Also this I do with a hot knife, because when I do it with a hot knife she can really lay the hair softly into the line. Must be sure the hair is a bit wet. Finding the line of the fringe. Parting the longer hair aside. Watch on the eyebrow. And just shaving it out. And make no hard line in it. Just joyly playable fringe. Again, like the other lines, take it over the fringe line. Watch again through the hairs and guide between the eyebrow and the eyes, and make small lines, not hard lines, just gently. Now take only a small part of this because I want to have a lot of length, to give it more that dramatic effect. Again, watch at the lines. And be aware that hair, what's still wet, is shorter when it's dry. And give it a little bit of rounding to the longer side. So I start in the center and leave it a bit in the length to the side, so I get a more sexy effect of it. How does it look? Funny?
Funny?
Yeah. Funny. A funny fringe.
Oh, then I look really similar to my mom's haircut.
Yeah. A bit. You are still younger. Now, I think this is the hairstyle she will get. Now I come to make her collar. Take away this closing and dry her neckline. And then going to set on the collar.
Okay, maybe we choose a bright color, bright red. Otherwise it's too much the same.
Yes. Now we decided to use a real red because she thought it's a bit too much like her mother. So I put a devil's red on her. It's a vacant color of rover hair. It's 6/666. Do a deep conditioner into it so there's no damage at all to the hair. And I do it with half 6, half 9% because I want to light it up a bit so I can really get into the hairs. But also I need this to get a strong color. Now this is what we're going to do. It smells really nice, the color, so there's no ammonia in it, there's no parabene in it, it's just gentle and soft. I leave the neckline out, so it will be dark. Just on top it will be red. And now in autumn time it's wonderful to have this kind of colors because the sunlight gets yellow, and yellow colors in sunlight give a wonderful shine to red colors. I find it very interesting that we can do this kind of things. So you can color hair and you can do crazy stuff with it. It's just playing a bit card.
The superpower I want to have is to change the hair color whenever I want.
Yeah.
There is one character in Harry Potter. She can do that.
Okay. And how do you want to achieve that? With water-based colors. Then you can. Or just work with wigs. They can put any wig on you want. It can be blonde, black, curly, straight, bob, long, again, layered. Cost almost nothing. Made in China. So we use it on Alta New, of course.
Wow, it looks really red.
It really looks red. Now take off my clubs, take a little carton wig, clean the skin for so far I can. We go for a tea and a coffee or something like that. I think she would go for tea. I will go for coffee. Last time I get flower tea from her.
Did you try?
Yeah.
Did you like
I
it?
liked it. Flowers make you happy. In the back, I left over this part, not in a strong line, just a soft line, so I just played with the color. So I put the carton wig under this also, and I lay one on top. Now I close my plastic foil, then we're going to wait for 25 minutes without heat. Can go under the skull bone because there's no color. Close this up. And we will be right back, of course, to style her hair. Don't go away. Hello, we're back. Hair is in a wonderful condition.
Looks
Nice
red.
red. I shall put a light on so you can even see the light better, because we have a lot of ultra wide lighting. So I put some parts off. For a blow dryer hair I use a prep spray. It's a product of Keunen and it smells really delicious. And works very nice. Con this product through the hairs. Start blow drying with a medium brush. You also see that when we cut the fringe, it was on your eye lines, but when it's dry, how high it goes up. For sofa blow drying, so now I just take a soft wax to style the hair. Soft wax is of Coldwell. Just bring it on the hairs and give it the structure it needs. It makes it also a bit more funky and playful. Nice deep the neckline. Now I thank her for being my model. I thank you for watching. She will turn so you can see the end result. Make some wonderful photos, put them also in the video, and also of course the products I used into the video so you know what I used. Afterwards she plays with her hair like she wants to wear it. Wait a minute, love. Yes, see me turn. And still wait a bit so I can make photos first.
Hi everyone, it's me again.
Me.
Me, just me.
Yeah. Barbie,
The only Chinese girl in the YouTube channel of Theo.
Yeah.
And I'm here for a neat haircut.
A neat haircut. And you want to go to same length on both sides?
Yes, I've
So
tried
more
something
symmetric.
asymmetrical last time, and now I think I want to get back to symmetrical and more, yeah.
More in line.
Yeah, more in line, more, like get the shape back.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and we'll take, of course, your skull shapes into your hairstyle.
Yes, and maybe a fringe.
Yeah.
We will see.
Yeah. Then we see how the hair falls.
Yeah.
So, will you turn so that you can see how your hair has grown? Because it's a long time since you had a haircut.
Yeah, that was King's Day, so
Yeah.
it's a long time. And
Yeah.
sorry, this one is from my head.
Yeah, but it's not still, it is a good hairstyle.
Yes, I like it.
Uh-huh. Okay, thank you very much.